that you were having you if you eat yeah, blah blah blah. If you'd even tried to get into this chat, you probably wouldn't have been able to do it because all sorts of troubles. So we have ended the troubles because we're that kind of people. So let's just pop this over to here and pop, yeah, perfect. Now let's just get the water going. Once again, I do deliver a bit of an apology for not doing as many Opal-y things recently. I was just a little bit snowed under, and getting this place cleaned up and sorted out was just a bit difficult. But we'll start with this. We'll just try and give one of these guys a bit of a massive nudge, eh? Nice big stone, and it's got a little bit of colour just right in the centre there, so we'll give it a bit of a shot and we'll see what happens. Now I need to plug this in. Hopefully it'll just work from the get-go. Good. Got a like before I got a view. That would have to be Opal guy. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I couldn't zoom. It's alright, there was all sorts of stuff going on. I could tell something was going wrong with it. I'm not trying to be, totally analytical about my views and whatever else, but no one was coming on, and it wasn't zooming, and there were other things that weren't working. The features weren't working, so I'm like, there has to be something physically wrong with what's going on here. I'm just going to turn this up a wee little bit. Don't know what you're seeing, but I'm seeing some pretty nice stream work at the moment. Not that I'm trying to be, the best streamer ever, but at least this is a lot better than what I was seeing before. Hopefully this Opal will reward us too. I'm hopeful that we can get a nice chunk of green out of this. That's true. My Starlink could be out and I could be, planning some kind of drone operation or something. Speaking of which, I hear that YouTube has kicked off a whole stack of bots, so we'll find out the composition of my audience now, won't we? 2 likes and 14 views so far, so welcome humans. Yes, I have to do this demonstration every time, I think. Here comes a finger. Now you can get yourself cut, but you have to work pretty hard at it. What, the stream's ending in the casualty again? Nah. And here I am reporting live from the casualty ward. It's Dr. Phil. It was Opal, yes, it still is. I have tried to turn it into gold, it just won't go. There's a bit of a skim of it. We've got what's looking like a Saturday animation going on here as the stones are going underneath my arm. Thank you. I'm happy to send it live. I usually do about this time. Sometimes I do it in the afternoon Australia time. There goes half the opals, that's alright. I didn't think they'd stay. By the way, this gentleman who's talking to you is the opal guy. He's got his own opal channel, just in case you're interested. And I think I see your name is Dan OG, right? So hello, and welcome. Oh, that's terrible. Don't worry, I'll fix it up. That's alright, we all do that from time to time. I haven't been that consistent myself. I think I've gone 2 days without streaming. Remember, Opal guy, if you're going to take it seriously, Dan OG. That does sound very Australian, am I correct? Even potentially Kiwi. Tell you what, this thing isn't going too well at the moment. I don't think it's done any damage, but it's certainly not been so smooth sailing. In case you're interested, I'm just getting used to a new setup. So that's why I'm not as accurate as I usually am. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I might even tuck myself in a bit more. Give it 5 seconds. 4, 1, and he's back. Yes, I brought it with me. If I'm not mistaken, this opal's a bit tough in the middle too, so new setup, tough opal. Also, that doesn't help. Hey, stop it. Stop it, stop it. Bad opal. I didn't go there. I'll deal with you later. Right. So I'm just going, I'll clean your window too, so you can see. That was half an inch, I couldn't see everything. Right. Something about a workman in his source, who knows? Now, here we go. Did I mine the stone? No, I didn't. I have technically mined the stone, even if it is collecting it off a roadway. But yeah, come to think of it, I've never been down an open mine. I've been to Lightning Ridge, and I've been to some places in Queensland which technically are opal towns, but yes. Weirdly, I spend a lot of my time on the computer. Well, at the moment I work for the Justice Department, but even when I was doing my other stuff, I'd be writing algorithms more than actually doing any mining and stuff. Because agriculture is the thing that keeps you alive, and soil is, agriculture related. Like, we were using AI long before people even knew AI was a thing. But we didn't call it like AI, we just wrote the algorithms. And nowadays they have all these fancy names for things which are really quite simple. They're all basically regression tools. Oh, look, Celine Dion mode has been activated. I happen to know that the bio is usually the, how do I put this? Not very often read. And, like, we've all got a limited hours in a day, so it's actually quite flattering that you would take the time to read my bio, so thank you. Come on. Get back there. Hey! Have a look. Better be worth it. Okay. What we've got so far is a nice picture stone. That's not too bad, but hoping for something better than that. Considering every single one of my carefully curated opals is now gone south for the winter. I don't know where they've gone. Down there, I think. Yeah, I can see a few of them. So it's like a treasure hunt now. It's a combination opal cutting, treasure hunting. I am going to have to make some windscreen wipers for this boot though, because it's much safer, but it's also a lot harder to use. Having a look here. Take some of this skin off and see what it looks like behind there. looks like, pardon me, sounds like my throat's doing something weird, but it looks like this is going to be a nice cloudy kind of picture stone, possibly even a cherry blossom pattern. That's cool. Cool thing is about the naming convention for opal patterns is that there practically is none. So all my opals have gone down into the back of the enclosure. They've gone into hiding, basically. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that Danny is king of the hill at the moment. No, sorry, Opal Guy's king of the hill, and Danny's number 2. I'm not sure how this works. Apparently, if you post a lot, through that. I presume that's the runaway opal line, but yeah, apparently the just post a lot and you'll become king, allegedly. So we're going to go on a merry wee chase down into the bowels of this machine to try and find ourselves. Turning down for a second. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Let me just look at your face. Come here. Little wipey. There you go. There you are. You feeling better now? Good on you. Let's give you a little bit of a burpee. Very good. Now let's have a look at this stone here. I'm going to have a look at it with my own eyes. Just for once, let me look on it with my own eyes. Okay, I will actually go from the opposite side because that's where the colour is, and that's probably where we'll find out the quickest if it's going to be viable. I think we're dealing with a particularly tough opal here, by the way. Let's not be lazy. Let's see where we are. Okay, so I'll cut it like that. Well done. That was nearly a tragedy. Alright, I'll try and wipe the screen whilst cutting the opal. This is like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. Check this out. Oh yeah. Skills right here. Turn up a wee bit. Let's turn it up to full finger mashing. The reason why it's catching is because I'm trying to adjust the angle a bit. It doesn't like an angle mid-cut. Nearly there. Come back here. Just wipe this down. Try to do that one handed. Have I aired? I may have aired. We'll find out. All we need to do is just have a look over here and find out if there's a mistake in this particular bit. No mistake, all is well. I think anyway. Maybe a little bit of a mistake. What? Get back in. Naughty, naughty thing. Ugh. Lucky I caught that. Or else we would have seen parts going a-flying. When the parts go a-flying. Should I call Bob the unmotivated engineering? Or can I solve this problem myself? There we go. And that gets. And quickly now grab the thingy-bob. Here's the thingy-bob. Don't worry, I'm a trained professional. I can do this. Yeah. I thought I was a trained professional anyway. Okay, that way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Simples. Twist that back, or else we're going to have issues with our... There we go. Take that out. Now we're back to where we started. Yay! Turn this down a bit. So... There we go. We finally get to see what this opal's actually doing at the colour side, at the coal face, at the whatever it is. Bit more juice than that. Let's have a look. Okay, that's a nice pattern there. So what I'll do is just tidy that up. More of a picture stone than anything else. But I'm happy with that. What I'm doing is I'm concentrating on this bottom edge because I am chilling. It's actually not as cold as I was expecting. Hello, Tom. I've seen you before, haven't I? I don't know, but that's what they talk about with body count, isn't it? It's the number of vazitos you go through. Believe it or not, I actually don't go through that many. I've gone through about 3 in a 5-year period, I'd say. Rounded up to 1 a year, maybe. Hey there, Azita. You look familiar. Oh dear. I had to say something, didn't I? You're not going to like this. You're not going to like this because I bought 2 for $7 each from the local Bunnings because they were changing the model out, and so they discontinued the stock. So I got 2 of them, and then I got another one from Cash Converters for like 25 or 30 bucks, something like that. This allowed me to clean up my bin move. Now that we're doing it this way, I don't have a direct view. That's looking really nice actually, have a look at that. So what I'll do is I'll carve off this bit. The land of green ginger, as my grandfather used to call it. It was a pleasure, as always. Let's have a look what we've got here now. So what I'll do is I'll just round this off now, I think. So this corner comes off. This corner comes off. This corner comes off. This corner comes off. So now we're starting to get, now we're in shaping territory. Sorry about that, my arm is a bit. being serious about what we're doing with this thing. So that needs to go in like so. In like so. Again. Did you bring the Swiss cheese? If not, we will have to have our duel at another time. Thanks for telling me. I'll try and work out how to fix that later, alright? I think what's happened is because we've got more direct access, there used to be a glass screen between me and the machine, and now the phone's audio is picking up the machine as well. Thanks for that tip, because I might be able to fix it up. With this new machine, there's always going to be some things that we need to iron out. Sounds like the audio is one of them. Also ridiculous. There we go. What I think happens is that there's two things. The platform's vibrating and the stones are getting in there. Yeah, it's all vibration induced. I'll fix it up. So I'll turn that off for the time being whilst we have a look at the stone in question. There we go. We have a look at that one. That's quite a nice little stone. It's a picture stone, of course. But I'll put that on the dropstick and it should make a nice little opal. Have to clean off that bit of gunk there, but it should be all right. Pretty nice. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to play a game of hide and go seek, because there is a whole heap of opals that have just gone behind there, just in there. You can see them. So let's just go yoik, grab. Actually, I can move that over. This is something I did not expect. So next time I do this, I'm going to grab a nice stable place to put the opals, because gee, tough to get. There we go. One. Bing. Zoom out a bit. Any others down here? You see, I spent an awful lot of time curating a nice little pile of stones to cut, and then they all went travelling the moment I turned the machine on. I know this one was one of them. This one was a 2. Let me just have a quick look. Yep, that's one of them. Trouble is, I put them in really good places so that I knew exactly what they were, and now they're all out of place. That one's not so good. And that one is... all right. There should be a smasher around here somewhere. I'm trying to find the smasher. It'd be very tough to find it now. So I saw some going up behind there. Pick that up. Can we see them behind there? Nope. Yes, there's some there. But we're not going to worry about those ones because I don't think that's them. Here we go. What are you? Got a slight amount of pink. You're all right, but not the one I'm after. That one will do. I know what you are. All right. Well, what have I done here? There we go. You can go back here. Now, can I move this back a bit? I can a bit. If I move this over here a bit, so I can make a few things a little bit adjusty. So that's good. All right. Let's see how we go. Greatest of views, is it? Yeah, sorry about that, mate. This is a Cooper P stone. Hopefully a good one. Don't have to just do a calibration check in a minute. Hurry up, please. 44 minutes, right? Alright. So this is what's been causing some of the sounds. Moving that away. White. Back here 5. assuming the pattern holds, it's just lending itself to a drop shape. Have a quick look. Nice. Hopefully, there's a little crack in it. There's a little crack just... Try again. Theory. There we go. Now, let's try that again. You can see there's colour there, but that's a little crack there that I'm just going to... Hopefully that'll come out before... There's sand behind that, so I'm worried that we're going to get to the sand before I run out of crack. That sounds really bad. I think we're in great shape now. Yeah, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll just shake that now. The only issue is I don't know if you've seen the colour or not. There is colour here. Try and show it to you in a minute. Currently just trying to get to that beautiful little piece of opal that's in the middle there. Hopefully there is some left. Sorry about that, I just have to inspect it visually myself. No, that's not as exciting. Right. See if that piece there has got anything in it. Yeah, I think it does, which is good. So then we'll just yeah, we're getting there. Lucky. what I might do is I might drop this up and leave it for the drop to do, because that is quite challenging to sort out. Ooh. Let's have a look and see how much damage I did there. Not too much, not too bad. Okay, so basically what we've got here. Yes, there certainly are. There's many opals that work better than others. Oh, we'll pop this off, and basically I'll show you some of the opals which may have gone behind some stuff. Yeah, I've got a few here to explain with. Yoink, we'll go back. You can go from here. I think so. Good. So this one, you can see it's got a lot of stuff in there. It's going to be hard to cut that one out. This one here is a personal favourite of mine. I've been putting off cutting it because it's just a beautiful little specimen. What you'll find is if I angle it the right way, you'll see a few little pieces of colour that just kind of poke through. There, at that angle. Can you see that? There we go. Nice little bit of colour. And so I like that guy. That'll be a really tough opal to do, but it's a nice opal. Lightning riggers, the lightning ridge stones, are highly sought after because they've got black opal in them predominantly, and black opal is easier to cut, provided there's colour, of course. If there's no colour, there's no point. But these are all Cooper stones. I'll show you them. These are all Cooper nice little bright stones, but they have their own issues in that they need to be really bright to get the colour out. This one's from Lightning Ridge. This one's got issues though. Oh no, actually I might try and cut this one as the final one, and we might see what we're talking about. I'll get these out of the way because they're just going to end up in the guts of the machine. I'll give this one a quick cut, and then we'll go and have a look at the birds. Yes, I've got birds, and we kind of do that as the evening routine before I sign off. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly put these away, and by away, scatter them all over the ground apparently. There we go, that's that done. I'll quickly have a look at this one, and then that'll be it. Zooming in to the perfect zoom angle. There we go. Zoom you to there, zoom you to there. Try and make sure that my reflection doesn't do too much. Turn it on. Right, let's see what this does. May or may not. Just so you know, these opals are like a lotto ticket. It may or may not work. So I'm trying to just get to the layer which I know works. Oh, there it is. Right. Oh, thank you. Been spending the last, I don't know how long, fixing it up. Originally it was facing the wrong way. I may have to move it back incrementally because it's got a few little issues with getting right in there. But other than that, it's quite a good little rig. I think all I may need to do is just bring it up a bit higher. Alright, may have to do this, which is going to be a bit weird. Let's cut the opal side of it, which you don't want to do. Let's just see if that does a thing. Yep, it gets rid of the opal. Very good. Right. Well, I think it worked, but it's not the spectacular success I was hoping for. Okay, so I've got the colour out. Did I do that again? Whoops, sorry. No, that's good. Okay, turning it off now for realsies. Okay, where's the water? Okay, closing the water down. Okay, so there are a few teething troubles with this new rig, and that one is the light. I'll zoom it back so you can see. Right. Zoom back even a bit more. Yep. Okay. So this is what we've got. We've got a fish tank. We've got a platform here that used to have a chunk of glass on it, but because it's so close, I just put it straight up there. I think that gives issues with sound though, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to put some sound backing here so that you guys don't have too many issues. Right. So if we move up a level, okay. So you just push the button here. Right. So here's where the water is. So, and just for the cold winter nights, that's just a fish tank heater in there. So that means that I don't freeze to death as I'm cutting the opals. So that's the water that gets supplied down this little tube here. And you can see it's actually an old drip cable. So I suppose we need water on this opal stat is what we should be saying. Right, so, and of course you've got this flex cable which goes to an attachment which is held down by several pipe clamps, and most importantly there's some padding and there's some rigidity here, and there's also some rigidity here. That means that the cable won't do the vibration and horrible things it was doing before. And similarly over this side you need to have a similar setup here. I'll fix that up a bit better, but you need a similar setup here to make sure that the vibrations don't cause issues for your flex tool. But here's the Ozito in all of its glory. And over here, of course, we've got the sandpaper section. So you've got air going from there over to basically, you can see over the other side there is a there's an air vent, which is a fan from a bathroom basically. So, and there's several grades of sandpaper there, and there's some opals there that I'm going to be putting onto top sticks. That's how it all works. Flippity gibbet. Flippity gibbet. Thank you. Right, stands up and falls over. Perfect. Grabs the drinky poo, walks over and says hello to the birdies. Drinky poo. Right. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've monetized myself now, so I keep forgetting. But I don't do mid-roll ads. So if you're on the live stream, you'll notice that there are absolutely no ads during the live stream. That's a choice. I think respecting the viewer is more important than getting a few bucks for an ad. And the theory is it'll get me dividends later on. But you'll have a look and you'll see that there's actually Dr. Phil's tip jar, so you can go click on that. An ad will show whether the ad is showing YouTube's choice or not. This is Max. Hey Max, you want to come in? Come on, bud. You want me to fix this up for you first? You keep pressing it, don't you? There you go. Actually, I'll do it in the belly. I reckon. Should I angle it? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. It's nice and firm now. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Good girl. There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Can you see it? Yeah. Now Max is potentially wild caught, we don't know for sure. I bought him legally, but I'm not entirely certain whether he was acquired legally, so that's the moral ground that I'm sitting on here at the moment. What that means is that he's very, very shy of human contact, which basically means if you're not careful, he'll take a finger off. But he's a beautiful bird, and it's not his fault. There you go. You can come up here if you want. Want to get up there? What a good bird. Very cool. There we are. Thank you. So this is the other one, Loki. Now this one, another rescue by the way. It's all right. Nearly got it. Do you want me to bring the perch over? You might want the perch. It's a cold all night tonight, isn't it? Yeah? Yes, cold water does get really old quick. I keep making jokes whenever I'm cutting with the cold water going on. I'm going, Rose, there's room on the door. Save yourself. And I might have the Titanic thing going on in the background in my head. I know, it's a sad movie, isn't it? Yeah. Do you want the perch or not? I think Max is happy up there. I'll do a whole thing on cockatoo care because there's a few little things that people get. I won't say get wrong, but it's harder to deal with cockatoos if you don't know about it. And part of the deal is the fact that they are social animals. And, you know, when you're dealing with even other birds, but especially with dogs, they have co-evolved with us for a long time. And so they've kind of made a biological choice to be with us. These birds have not. And so when you use the usual training stuff, it's not as effective. Basically, what you consider training is more negotiation around here, isn't it? So I don't actually tell Loki to do stuff. I ask her. Same with Max. The other thing about, especially cockatoos and what they sometimes call dominance displays, you'll notice Max is a bit higher than me. He'll happily come down, but he's not comfortable unless there's someone higher up who's actually looking out to make sure there's no predators. That's what they do. It's called keeping cocky. I didn't make up the names. Oh, hang on. another thing. What was that? Yeah, shoulder crawling, classic behaviour. And yeah, you picked a cockatoo and you had sinus issues. Well, they are the dustiest birds ever. They've got more feather dust than any other bird. Yeah, Max. Do you want me to put you back and we'll take out Pony and Loki's giving me side eye at the moment, which is kind of all she can do. Back off. Not there, the head. There we go. That's a good one, isn't it? Oh yeah, love that one. Love that one. Woohoo! Max is doing a here it is display at the moment. He's gone right up the top. I think he's a bit nervous or something. Yeah. I think sometimes cats crawl around at night, so... Oh, no, Max is going for Loki's cage. Uh-oh. Max, you're not allowed in there. That's Loki's cage. You don't go into a woman's dressing room. Gee, we talked about this before the show. No, you don't go exploring. You'll regret it, I guarantee it. He's too young to understand, I think. Ah. Loki, I'll pop you back. Hammy. Good bird. Right. Want a scratchy poo, do you? Here you go, scratchy poo. There you go. Good bird. Can we go in there, Loki? Yeah, I know. Just so that you know, Max, can you see any of this? Yeah, barely. Max is quite besotted with Loki. Loki's not very besotted with Max, so that's the law of the jungle sometimes. My hand goes there, yeah, okay, cool. So if we go pop this here up, there we go. Much better, yeah. Now for those who don't know, there are things called pin feathers, and their crests have got all sorts of stuff in there, and the guy who's been chatting with me, he's mentioned something very critical, that the birds are covered in dust, and that's correct. I'm not sure if you'll see it, but I'll show you. This is not opal dust. This is cockatoo dust. And sometimes if you give them a big scratch, you'll see a cloud of dust flying on it. There we go. Yeah. Alright, Max, do you want to get over here? Because I'm going to close this. Yeah, good bird. Sorry to freak you out like that. Now you'll watch, sometimes he can't resist. He goes, what is that crest you've got there? Can you preen it? And can you bite through to the skin? Which he does do from time to time. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they usually pick one or two people. That's fairly normal. But yeah, it's a tough gig if you've got family. My kids, they're doing quite well with them. They bond to my two children and nobody else really. So we're a happy little flock, I'd say. Also, I've got this one. The most aggressive of them all. Come here. That's it. Don't get too aggressive. You know not to be too aggressive. Oh, yes. Ooh. Careful, careful with your biting. Careful, careful, careful. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Oh, did you see that? That's amazing. He's an amazing pony. I didn't know that you were capable of speaking or ignoring me, going away. Yes, that was absolutely astonishing. And I could swear on Ned Kelly's grave that I didn't say a word, and it was Pony who was doing that. Wasn't it? It was you, wasn't it? Just to prove, there she is. Like and subscribe. Right. Now I've done that. Yeah, that's Pony, because, long story, my daughter wanted a horse, and we found a pigeon on the side of the road. It was very, very ill. I'm not going to tell you what happened to it. But we wrapped it in whatever we could find there, and I realised it was actually my daughter's unicorn onesie. And she said to me later, I said I wanted a pony, and you gave me a half-dead pigeon in a onesie. See you around, mate. I'm going to. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Be good to your mother and all that kind of stuff. Dr. Phil out.